because of my spiritual practice or my religious faith, I think it's only right to pay back some of the debt. Okay, that's fine. We could do that. You could do a Chapter 13 plan. But just remember, you're going to get kind of punished because you don't get to start engaging in other credit plans until you're done with your case, until your discharge happens. Okay. Now, bankruptcy. Bankruptcy law is not guaranteed, right? There is a trustee in the bankruptcy court that's going to look at your petition. Now, here's a situation where you may not be eligible for a bankruptcy. Let's say you own a house in California, and you have equity in the house. That's $400,000. And you have $100,000 worth of debt. Well, you know what? The trustee is going to say, sell your house and pay off your debt. Now, there is a homestead exemption. And in California, I think a disabled married couple, you can protect up to $200,000 of your equity. And I think a single person is like $150,000. But if your equity is above that homestead exemption, then the trustee can force you to sell your house and satisfy your debt. You may remember the O.J. Simpson case. First, he had the criminal case, and then he had the civil case. Ironically, I just ran into Johnny Cochran's niece not too long ago. It's a different situation, but it reminded me of the O.J. Simpson case. So first, he won. O.J. won his criminal trial. Remember the glove thing with Johnny Cochran? If it doesn't fit, you must acquit. We'll never forget that, right? Well, after that, the Goldman family sued, right? And Nicole Simpson's parents sued O.J. Simpson in civil court and won. But O.J. Simpson was allowed to buy a huge house in the state of Florida. Why is that? Because they had a higher homestead exemption. I think Texas is the same way. They have a higher homestead exemption. So if the bankruptcy trustee tried to go after him, he was at least protected to the extent he could stay in his house. Again, in California, the homestead exemptions are much lower. You are listening to Law Matters. I'm Kerry Fiorelli, your host, and I'm wishing you a very happy New Year before we sign off. And I hope you make the New Year's resolution to deal with your debt so you can get to sleep at night. Again, my phone number is area code 424-249-0059. You can possibly do a Chapter 7 bankruptcy for $200, okay? Get rid of your debt. How much is a debt negotiation plan? A debt consolidation we don't do. A debt negotiation plan where we're asking the original creditor to validate your debt. We charge in the neighborhood of $700 to $800. That's a flat fee or a percentage of the debt that we save you. Now, I'm not that excited by the percentage deal because I've been burned before. And after I've resolved your debt, there's no incentive for you to pay me, right? You'll say, oh, I'm sorry, I can't pay you. I paid back my creditor and now I have nothing else. So you're out of luck, CJ. Good luck. Beverly Hills Legal Services right here to help you. You are listening. You are tuned in. You are engaged. You are motivated to take care of your debt because you are listening to 590, The Answer, where you get the legal answers you need. Now, remember, we are not giving you legal advice. This is simply educational information. All right? I am a law professor. I am not your lawyer. I am not your attorney. I am here to give you information, and you make the decisions of which way you want to go. Whether you want to create a trust for your family this new year, whether you want to engage in an asset protection plan, or whether you want to get rid of your debt, call us, Beverly Hills Legal Services. Our website is B like Beverly, H like Hills, estateplanning.com. Call us, 424-249-0059. We'll talk to you next week right here on 590 The Answer. Kerry Fiorelli, wishing you a great new year, prosperous new year, a Trump new year on 590 next week. We wish you the best.
Awesome. Oh, that was perfect.